So basically, I guess I'll talk about the different disorders I have or have been diagnosed with. So, at a very young age, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder. Not a young age, but I started experiencing it in about 4th grade intensely. I've been an anxious kid since birth, but depression I started experiencing in about 4th grade. But I didn't get fully diagnosed with it until I was about 13, around, I want to say. But yeah, I got diagnosed with depression and generalized anxiety disorder, and I also later ended up getting diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I'm not 21 yet, but I have all 5 out of the 5 criteria for borderline personality disorder, and or the test thing that they do in the hospital when they test you. But yeah, I've been to the psych ward about 4 times now. I've been clean at the psych ward for over a year, so that's really good. I recently, like a year ago, got diagnosed with anorexia nervosa, but I've had that for about 2 years, if not longer. I got diagnosed with OCD about a year ago, if not longer. Yeah, so I have all those stuff, which is pretty fun. I searched up, thank you, I searched up a while ago what the most painful disorder was, and it popped up borderline personality disorder, so that's pretty awesome. I take about 5 different meds, and I pop about 8 different pills a day. I'm on, oh my god, I wish I wrote down what I'm on. Okay, so I ended up anxiety